when they
Yeah.
sell. So whatever.
All right, Mark. So we are up to our business segment with Asking Dr. A. And today we're going to talk about artificial intelligence. What is it and what isn't it as it pertains to the real estate profession?
Hey, Dr. Abelson, how are you?
I'm doing terrific, Mark. And how are the two of you?
We're good.
Excellent.
And this AI, first explain to the audience what it is, because I am telling you, in the real estate industry, once you got a real estate license, everybody's trying to sell you something. And they are selling this AI like wildfire. Like everything's going to be automatic, and all these buyers and sellers are just going to come to you automatically without you doing anything. And they're dropping out of the business like crazy, realtors right now. But the new ones that are coming in, especially out of my school, they know they got to make phone calls. And that's the one thing that these agents aren't doing. And they think all this automation is going to get them away from that. And that's probably something to do with their DISC, because some of them just don't want to pick up the phone. But tell us what AI is.
Well, AI is different depending on how it's going to be applied. All it really is mathematic analytics behind the scene that you really don't understand or know what's going on. All right. And what happens is very, very bright people come up with these analytical approaches and ways to do things. All right. That things aren't automatic. All right. As a realtor, you're still going to have to make those calls. I mean, people don't spend hundreds of thousands, in some cases, millions of dollars with a robot. All right. They want to have a relationship. They want to know who you are. And this scare happened like 20 years ago when there was all this, talk about analytics was going to have an impact at that time. But what happened was people who believe that are no longer in the business, and people who establish relationships with buyers and sellers out there are. And that's always the way it's been, and that's always the way it will be. But for example, let me give you an example. As far as analytics are concerned, we're using artificial intelligence to help predict performance. That makes total sense, because what we're doing is we're identifying the characteristics of a set of 50 some odd characteristics that are most closely related to performance on different positions. Okay, so it's just an analytical approach to understanding what needs to happen and what you should be hiring for. That's what we're doing analytic wise. But for people who think that everything's going to be done for them via the computer, well, as you said, it's a rude awakening, because that's not how the real world works.
No, I just watched the speech by Gary Keller, and he was talking about like getting back to basics. Like, you need to pick up the phone. You need to call your database. That's the relationship. The conversation is the relationship. The rest of it's all reminders. And if you talk to people, real estate is the one topic that everybody wants to know about. I don't care if they're renting, they own, they want to know what's going on. And just sending emails and calendars and automatic this and automatic that, that's a reminder. But if you talk to somebody, that's a relationship.
You need to have a relationship. And one of the things that we're looking at is, we're looking at behaviors, we're looking at what motivates people, we're looking at what their habits are and how they relate to an individual job. If you're a manager in one franchise, all right, that doesn't mean that the same characteristics are needed for a manager in a different franchise. Every different franchise and these large independents and these small companies have different ways of doing things. So therefore, you need to have different types of characteristics in your people that are managing it and working it. Same thing with the agent. What you need to do as an agent is you need to remember you can use these analytics as helpful tools, but it's all about the relationship.
Yeah. And there's no shortcuts to doing the work. And if it's not in your calendar to call everybody every day, it don't exist. So let's
well,
continue.
There are shortcuts, but you still have to have this relationship.
Let's continue this next week.
So if people are interested in how we can help them AI wise, or how we can help them realistically with their staff and or who to hire, just contact me at succeed@abelson.net, ABELSON.net, or dr.a@abelson.net.
Yeah, there's so much misunderstanding about that topic.
Thank you, Dr. A. All right. If you have any questions, you can email them to Mark at 8029@comcast.net, or give him a call at 267-266-5501. You can email me at dnkatsaris@comcast.net, or give me a call at 609-605-7153.
A special thanks to all of our listeners for tuning in every week and our sponsors for keeping us on the air all these 14 years, going into 15. We hope you tune in every Saturday at 1 o'clock and listen to us. And with that, have a great week. I'm Mark Cumberland.
I'm Deanne Katsaris, your mortgage mom.
You've been listening to Good News in Real Estate here on Talk Radio 1210 WPHT. All positive all the time.